Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, I know y'all heard about it. Mike Florio and Eric Decosta interview. Ooh. And yes, it did have some hitting points. So pretty much everybody knows PFT, Pro Football Talk, has been a platform which has been an absolute AK-47 of bullets aimed at Lamar Jackson from every angle, from his football acumen, his agent acumen, his ability to stay healthy, his play style. All those things have been questioned by this platform. So now what do we have? Right? Now we're looking at it saying, okay, Eric Decosta, the GM who has just worked out a deal in principle with that same Lamar Jackson, who is supposed to sign this deal tomorrow at 12:30 p.m., is on this channel. So what we're going to do, we're going to play a little bit of the snippet, a little bit of the audio, and then we're going to go into it and, poke holes and see if this was an upfront deal or an upfront interview by one named Mike Florio. So without further ado, let's get this party started.
Do you have issues getting a deal done with Lamar Jackson after he was drafted in 2018? Or was it seamless, simple, slotted, there's nothing to really negotiate, we got a deal done easily?
Well, I wasn't part of that actual negotiation.
Like I said,
that was
Ozzie.
Pat Moriarty, and Ozzie was the GM. My understanding, and from talking to Pat, who still works closely with me and Ozzie, was that Lamar was, very well prepared, understood kind of the way that things work. He asked really, really good questions, and it was a pretty seamless, I think a seamless way of getting a deal done. So, I will say this, like Lamar, is a good agent from the standpoint of he asks the right questions. He knows what he wants in a lot of different ways. He's aware of different, mechanisms and, issues with the contract, language terms, types of structures and things like that. He's done his homework and with all of that stuff, and he's a very, very smart guy, savvy, and he did a great job overall.
I'm going to be real why this is funny, because Mike Florio, who started off this interview like, after hearing that answer became very, because he didn't get the answer he wanted. Look, we know what everyone's been saying. This ain't new news, right? Everything about this young man has been questioned. Everything. Especially by someone named Mike Florio. And he's looking for confirmation from the GM that had to try and work out a deal with him. Let me say that, I'll say this. Mike Florio has no shame. None. Shameless. Shameless tree. If you ever heard of the shameless tree, his tree has no leaves at all. Because he's totally shameless. Because he's been proven wrong. And instead of just being the bigger man, being the person saying, look, you know what I'm saying? Let me just take my L in this. I'm winning in life. Why do I need to just get this right here? He is trying every which way to stick it to the narrative that Lamar did not need an agent. And it almost comes off like he has friends, family, that he feels threatened by the idea of this man, Lamar Jackson, not having an agent. What doors it might open up for other players. Players might start going more often without it, starting a trickling down effect that erases agents from the NFL game. That's not, listen, I tell you this all the time. For one, that's not going to happen. It's not. It's not. Because agents do a lot of the groundwork to get undrafted free agents into position to get signed. So they'll never go in that aspect. But I think that what he is saying is the big money, the big deals that they're so accustomed to getting, they'll no longer be receiving. Kudos to EDC for sticking to his guns on this. Because God forbid you do not want to burn the bridge that's already just been repaired again by insinuating something that Lamar Jackson would hear about. There's another part that EDC brings up that I'm not going to play the audio for, but he does go in and he says that he admitted that he's done a poor job surrounding Lamar with the proper and adequate talent. Where are all of the purple patrollers that said that that wasn't the case? Please, where are y'all? Tell me where you're at, where you standing, where you staying at. Do you know how long so many people have stood on the thing that, oh, Lamar doesn't know what he's doing? Yup, that's what they're saying. Lamar's mom doesn't know what she's doing. Yup, that's what they're saying. EDC is giving Lamar everything. Yup, that's what they're saying. This offense and Greg Roman are amazing. Yup, that's what they were saying. Everybody's doing. It's just that Lamar's not that good of a quarterback. That's exactly what they were saying. And now you're having confirmation from the same guy that they've defended, reiterating everything that I've been saying, and other content creators like Lunch Break Hot Take, like Ing Raven, and like other folks, like Sit the Tally. All these other guys have been saying on their platforms countless times, and every single one of them have taken flack for their stance. But I know they're not going to want to play that. I know they're not going to want to hear that. They're probably going to be mad at EDC for even saying that. They're probably going to say, oh, he's just trying to be nice to one name, Lamar. That's probably what he's going to say. Oh, he's just placating to his feelings and emotions. Lamar Jackson is a grown man. A young man, but a grown one nonetheless. And he is a grown man that has won with everybody doubting him. He is literally the term getting it out of the mud. And that, with that mindset, because everybody goes through stuff, there's always turbulence and other things like that. But when you're going through what he's went through, when you're the poster boy for people calling you Tebow 2.0, or you're a project, not a prospect, it does more than leave a little chip on your shoulder. And what he has done is successfully prove every single one of those naysayers wrong. Problem is, some of them are mad that he's done that, and they're not willing to just lose, which they've already done. But you ever seen people that are horrible in defeat? Like, some people just wave the white flag and be like, all right, you got me. There's no other way out of this. But you have the losers that say, I'll blow everything up. I don't care. I kill myself. I don't care what it is, as long as I go out the way I want to. They'll take everybody else down with them. They don't care. They don't care. That's Mike Florio. And it's kind of sad that he has such a big platform and that he's allowed to do what he does. Because at what point do we say, bro, chill? Like, that's enough is enough. Enough is enough. Hopefully, moving forward, EDC and other people won't have this problem with Lamar, knowing now how he is. Because remember, he said that, look, it wasn't me. The GM Ozzy is the one that worked out the deal. And he worked it out seamlessly. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. Lamar is smart. Stop thinking he's not. It's a lie. He's intelligent and he's very observant to everything. You would be surprised just how observant that young man is. And it catches older people, more mature people off guard. So when they're wrong, they make excuses instead of owning up to it like a man. But shout outs to EDC for keeping it a buck. Shout outs to EDC for taking culpability and accountability for his shortcomings and his mishandling of the offense and of his QB. Y'all gonna act like he didn't say that. You're going to say, no, he's just doing it because, he wants to get Lamar signed and he's lying through his teeth. So what was going on all those other months? That doesn't count. Who knows? Maybe. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And that's another episode of the Wunderkind Show. Thank you all for watching. You can be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I love the comments. I love responding to you guys. Just please be respectful to other people's differing opinions, and we have no problems. If you would like to donate to this platform to help it grow monetarily, upwards, vertically, right at the bottom of the screen is a QR code. You can see it right here, right? It's for a Cash App. That's where all donations go. Right? And you can find the Cash App in the description of every video that we put out. And the name on it is The Wunderkind Show. Also available now is the Wunderkind Patreon. Yes, the Patreon for this platform is out. What do you get with it? You get the Discord. You get access for questions from subscribers. You get access to free merch. And you get access to a fantasy football league starting next year. So let's get going and become patrons. And once again, this is the Wunderkind Show. It's your host Nitro signing off. And as always, you guys knows my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.